Welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. I just laid that mic on the table. I believe that's the easiest way for what I am doing at the moment. Been a busy week for me personally. I hadn't got a lot of knives made. I've got two sheaths that are this far along. I've got to either work on tonight, whatever, so I can ship those two knives tomorrow. And I've got a pile of orders to work on and a pile of orders in my inbox. I have not opened any messages in Facebook inbox because if I open these messages, once I open them, if I'm not where I can write down right then whatever we discuss, or at least a name or something, when I close it out, they so many in there, y'all. I can't find them no more. It ain't like it just leaves. It's just that my little pea brain can't remember which name was. I mean, because there's probably over 20 unopened inbox in my Facebook Messenger right now. For those of you that don't know, that don't follow Facebook, Facebook has finally exploded. I've got over 80,000 followers on it. YouTube is my main baby. I love YouTube because I like the long content. I like to sit here and talk to the camera. So, Facebook, you're confined to the short videos and reels, and I like it. It's fun to make those. They're easy to make, but you don't get to portray a lot of information, and you get a lot of negative feedback out of it. It ain't the family that we have here. But I'm sharing this with you because I finally won the battle with monetization on Facebook. How long it lasts, I don't know. Just strictly at their mercy of them turning it off whenever they get good and ready, such as that kind of stuff. But with that, it has increased this inflow of people wanting them knives. So it's all a good thing. There's the battle of me learning how to manage it, and so it's a huge learning curve for an old country boy like me now. I ain't saying there ain't other people that ain't handling it, doing it well. I mean, my hat's off to them. It's just I ain't used to it. So I'm learning a lot myself. But we had plans to go next weekend to Tom Bigby. Planning on leaving next Thursday and staying Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night on the river in the camper. Weather has deteriorated. Weather next week going to be not really storming Thursday, Friday. Saturday storming a little bit, Sunday storms. We would be coming home Sunday, but even Friday, Thursday and Friday, 20-mile-an-hour winds, at least on Friday. So what I have done, I was going to miss the live Friday night. I had a church thing going on Saturday I was going to miss. We moved our dates up. Yesterday, while we were on the road going to Boonville to deliver pottery, we spent all day yesterday on the road. Left yesterday morning and did a little thrift store, and I found a shirt. I found, a couple other things. Book, a gardening encyclopedia that I didn't have. I may get it in a minute and show it to you. It's still in the back of the truck. I found a frame for my feather. I was tickled to death. We was in a Goodwill at Tupelo, and I was digging through the frame. I was like, I know there's got to be a frame here for $2. Sure enough, I found the perfect frame. So I've got to paint the cardboard in the back, or either get a piece of nice-looking paper to go behind it to attach the feather to, so I can put the feather in there. But I've got something to work with. So I'll get the feather. We may do a video on that later on next week sometime, because I'm not going to be able to do it right now. But while we were thrifting and on the road, we decided that, hey, let's change the dates while we was up there looking. And Michelle, while I was driving, she got on there and swapped all the dates around, and we got that squared away. So they may be a lull, lag, whatever you describe it as in videos next week. Because there's not a lot of service up there at the campground. There's limited service. I will try to make posts. I will try to make reels. I will try to have a couple of videos made to turn on while I'm up there. I have got to plant my potatoes tomorrow. We are leaving sometime Tuesday. We will be on the river Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night. We'll be coming home Friday. That's right. We'll be up there. We're leaving Tuesday. Be there Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. And then we'll pack up Friday morning and come home from the river. So that way there will be now a live. I told y'all on the live the other night that we wouldn't be doing a live next Friday, but now it's going to be where we can do it. I'll be here. I hate to miss the live. I enjoy the live. So, I'm just trying right now to sit here and talk about some things that's going on, what the future looks like. So next week, I may not be able to post a lot of videos, but I will be making a good bit of video. I figure 3 days of camping, Mama will be putting videos on her channel from it. I'll be putting videos on mine. I'll try to be doing some shorts to put on here to give you some snippets, because some of that short stuff you can get uploaded. And then that way I can put them on Reels on Facebook and TikTok. I am on TikTok now. For those of you that didn't know, and the reason is Instagram is a useless place to put your stuff. There's no way to make no money off of it, or at least I hadn't figured it out, and not the way that I do. If somebody knows how to make money off Instagram, well, let me know, but I hadn't figured it out. Facebook pays pretty good when they pay, but you're subject to them just cutting it off whenever they want to. They say TikTok is good about paying you. With TikTok, I started a TikTok. I never even wanted TikTok. I just never had a desire for TikTok until the government said you can't have it. And I was like, I need it. I want it now. If the government don't want me to have it, I want it. So that is why now I have a TikTok. So if you have TikTok, go over there and follow and support Spirit of the Outdoors there. I try to post the same content on every platform. Instagram, I don't post as much of it on, and it's simply because it's just a waste, really. The only reason I still put anything on there is because there's some good people on there that are maybe not on the other platforms, and I like those people. So I don't just quit because of that. I'm not in this, y'all, for the money. The money is a perk. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, I ain't never gonna monetize my channel. I don't want to." When somebody tells me that, I know right there that they full of themselves. They think that they are, here's the deal with the money. We're not doing it for the money, but you're putting work into something. And if you're not getting paid for it, you're not going to put your heart in it. You're not going, it takes money to do what we do. If you're going to do it and do it well, it's stuff like these cameras and things I'm using, microphones and all the stuff to try to make it better. It costs money to do. If you spend all of that out of your pocket, I'm trying to fish. I'm needing stuff to do the fishing part with, and I have plenty of stuff. I'm not sitting here saying this like y'all send me stuff. Y'all, I got more fishing stuff than I can shake a stick at. I mean, I got enough stuff, but I'm just saying it takes money. And if you're going to do something, you're going to do it well. The Bible says a workman is worthy of his hire. In other words, if you're going to do something, you should be getting paid for it. The next thing is I take out of everything I make and I give back to the kingdom of God out of it. So, the more I'm blessed, the more I can bless God. And God don't need my money, but God uses my money, okay? A lot of people say, oh, God don't need your money. Well, in this day and time, he may not need it, but he uses it, okay? But anyway, we're not going to preach a sermon today. I have been washing the camper. I hooked the power to the camper, and I've got a refrigerator in there that does not work. Refrigerator in the camper don't work at all. So I worked on it. I think Mr. Jerry Hunt helped me a little bit. We worked on it last year, and I had somebody else looked at it. I don't think it's fixable. I don't know nothing about it. I'm to a place in my life that I'm not mechanically inclined no more to fix stuff that I don't already know something about. And anyway, after we had worked on it, there was a plug in there, and I had plugged this plug up. Well, we hooked the power back to the camper because it's been drained, power off everything since winter. And I needed to check the lights. I needed to check the electrical system. I needed to check the water pipes. So I hooked the water up. I hooked the power up. I went in there was no lights. Turned it on, this alarm come on like, it was like the gas alarm in there is going off, like it was full of gas. Well, there ain't a gas bottle hooked to it. There's one on the front, but it's not hooked up. So I knew it wasn't full of gas. Looking at it, turned the porch light on. The porch light finally come on. It was just barely burning. I was like, okay, we got an electrical problem somewhere. And I got thinking, I was like, the only thing that could be messed up is where we worked on air. I went out there and unplugged that that refrigerator. Finally, I get tongue tied. I have one thing on my mind, say something else. I unplugged the refrigerator, and man, everything worked perfect. So something in that existing refrigerator shorted out. So I looked online and I found out that Walmart carries some of these little refrigerators. Now, we're not talking about the mini fridge you set down in your floor. I don't want that. That's too little. I need a little bit bigger than that. So they have a refrigerator. The problem is when I buy it, I've got to tear out that refrigerator and everything that pertains to it. And I don't know that I want to do that tomorrow because I've got to put potatoes in the ground tomorrow. So I've got all the potatoes you see me cut up the other day are sitting around there on a table, and they have got to be put in the ground before we go because we're going to have the new moon like middle of this week. They've got to be in the ground. So I got a lot to do tomorrow, and today's Sunday. I don't like to work on Sunday. I will say this. I did fire the pressure washer and pressure washed the camper because I wanted to get all that green off of it. I pressure washed the end of the house while I was running because everything's sitting here. So when I get home, I've got the pressure washer out. I'm going to drag it around there and pressure wash the back of the house because doing the lives and the cooking back there, I need to get that white back wall cleaned up. So there's a lot going on, and y'all, none of it is getting your knives made. I'm sorry. The knife list, I have told people, yes, I'll make you a knife. I'm trying to source some saw blades. Jeff Claudel said he had some up in Ohio. He's getting me. My cousin is getting me a few. I've got a man in Oklahoma that is supposed to be getting me a few. I have not got my hands on any of them, but I have a fair amount over here right now. I went to my dad's shop, and he had about 5 or 6 the other day, so I got them. I've got everything that he had in his shop. So I've got some that they split these blades ever so often. So I have to get small knives out from in between those splits. So there's a new design in the works. Let me get it and I'll show it to you. This is a new design I have worked on, and I don't know. This one is actually heat treated because I was doing some experimenting, and I like it. It's really just a little fixed blade pocket knife is what it is because you see the size. But the patch knife, let me get 2 other knives over here. Now these 2 belong to a fella. They go with this pair here. So with the patch knife, you see overall it is actually a little shorter than the patch knife, but you see that the handle is a lot longer. So what it done is it give you less blade. See how this is? This is basically the patch knife is a mini Jonah. See that? And this pair goes to the same fella. He got a matching set of them, and they're beautiful knives. But this, I'm not gonna do orders on these at all, because I have had some people asking about them and asking about the price, and I'm not gonna do orders on them. I'm gonna make these occasionally as I get time in between knives, and I'm just gonna throw them up for sale. I am desperately wanting to get to some place where I get a website to just people buy knives off of and just quit doing the orders. And I don't mind doing orders. It's not that orders are a problem. Orders are a challenge mentally for me because I'm sitting here right now like with a list of people, and here's what happens with the order. It's taking me a while to get to them. Then people start messaging you. You got to my knife yet? How far along are you on my knife? How long am I looking? And that drives me nuts, y'all. Please don't do that. I get to them as I can. And these times that I've lost names, so I understand why people do it. They're really not rushing you. They worried, did you forget mine? Because they've heard me say several times, if I don't get it wrote down, so I understand. I really do. And that's why I'm trying to get away. I'd rather just make now, because here's the thing. Right now, I've told people like 4 weeks. I started out at 3 weeks. I'm 4 weeks, and I'm like, it might be 5, because here I am. All of next week, I'm going to spend with my family on the river. I want to make videos. I want to learn how to crappie fish up there on the Tombigbee River. I've never caught a crappie up there. I never fished growing up on the Tombigbee River. I've been going up there a little, just catfishing the last few years. I've been up there crappie fishing one other time. Well, me and Mr. David went the other day, and he showed me where to fish, but the water was so messed up. Nobody's caught fish up there. I think I talked to one person that caught a few fish up there that day, and since then, but it's been so messed up that and the water is just now leveling out. So by the time we get up there next week, those crappies should be starting to bite. The water should be warming back up. I mean, we back to t-shirt weather. So next week, all of next week, I'm going to be on the river. So there's not going to be any knives get made. I'm going to sit down in a little bit after I get through filming this and get my notebook out here. And I'm going to go through my messenger and try to write down all of these other, and I know right now I've got over 2 pages of names of orders. So I'm way behind. It's a blessing from the Lord. I'm not complaining about anything. What I am doing is trying to help you understand what is going on, so that if you have a knife order, you know what's going on. And if you ain't heard from me in a month or so, then you might ought to check on it. And I'm not mad at nobody that's inquired about, where's my knife. I'm not, okay? Please understand, I ain't mad at nobody. I say these things just to try to help everything move along smoothly and let you know that, hey, I'm just taking a while to get them done. Last week, I worked hard on knives 2 days. One day, I lost one whole day doing something. One day, the Bronco broke down. I had some business going on here, and then I went to town that Monday, and the Bronco gave me fits, and I had to make 2 trips to town. I went fishing one day last week, so that was 2 days. I worked Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I had a lot going on, and I just did not get to work on knives much, doing stuff. And then Saturday I spent all day on the road, and then it's Sunday. I reckon I'm going to have to start working at night if I get knives made. And I'm going to tell y'all, this is my income. So I'm really making 2 days a week worth of wages, because I know you think, you're getting paid on Facebook, you're getting paid on YouTube. Well, they don't pay much. It's pennies on, somebody on Social Security is drawing more than what I'm making on there. I promise you. So don't think I'm sitting here. I know people, they think, you get paid for making them videos, you're just getting rich. No, it'd break your heart if you tried to live on it. Now, once it explodes and we get YouTube at 250, 300,000 followers, well, maybe. But right now, my videos don't get but about 2,000 views, and they don't pay a whole lot. I see some of these other channels that they got less subscribers, but they constantly get way more views than I do. And I'm like, I don't know how they do it. I'm trying to figure it out. I've learned this. I will say this. If all you're worried about is views on YouTube, here's how to do it. Post content that aggravates people. Tell somebody how to do something and do it a little bit wrong. It triggers them. They'll correct you. The more people that get in the comment section, the better the video does. If everybody that watches it's got to get in the comment section and tell you what they think, that video will explode and take off. You're not doing good per se on views. You're doing well on engagement. Engagement is people in the comment section. So comments help the algorithm tremendously. You can click like, that helps some, but just views, I mean, if it gets a lot of views, that helps. It's not that it don't help, it does. But your main thing that drives a video is when people start talking about it, when people start getting in the comment section. And so that's why you get a lot of videos that make you mad. When you watch a lot of these political videos and they aggravate you, and these people that they don't care what you think, they don't even think nothing. They just posting stuff that they know you don't like, to engage you, to make you comment, and it's helping them make money. So I've learned that recently. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my Diet Lipton green tea. I'm fixing to cut this off, go get my notebook, and get caught up on some uh, book work orders. And I wanted to let y'all know what was going on, where we was gonna be next week. I may try to have some videos done like the potato planting where I can turn them on while I'm gone, because I know I'm not going to be able to upload a 30-45 minute video while I'm up there. So I don't know how much filming I'll be able to do, how much content I'll be able to get. So I'll take a couple of cameras where I can store footage, because the iPhone will probably get filled up pretty quick and I won't be able to use it no more. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good one.